Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are moving right into Game 2 of Liquid Jinro vs. E.G. Idra from the Intel Extreme Masters Global Challenge in Guangzhou. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm probably not. My little white boy tongue just can't speak Chinese. But, you know, I'm going to do my best anyway. I believe it's Guangzhou, and I'm going to stick with that. This is Terminus SE, popular map in the GSL. I believe it was used on the Blizzard ladder, and if not, then I'm completely wrong. It might even still be, and I'm just doubting myself beyond reason. In the last game, we saw the absolute dominance of Idra's sheer macro play. And I am still drinking to recover from that. It was very, very standard the whole way through. It was interesting that Jinro never got tanks. Perhaps he felt that that map was too immobile, that he wasn't able to, you know, it wasn't something like Crossfire where tanks just dominate everything in the world, ever, always, except maybe Colossus, but you've got Vikings for that. So, nonetheless, Idra just dominating. He stopped every single drop that Jinro tried to do. Jinro, well, I'm sorry, no, he didn't stop every single drop. Idra did lose a good number of workers, but his macro was so powerful, it never mattered. Now, Jinro is going, his barracks is halfway done, so he's dropping his refinery after that, not going barracks first. We are waiting to see Idra's up to 16 drones, and then he's going right to his hatchery, so he's going really greedy. Now, that's a term that I took from HD StarCraft, another fantastic caster. Recommend him if you ever have time and you don't want to watch me, youtube.com/HD StarCraft. He is a great player. He's a great caster. He cast for the IGN Pro League, and he does his own on the side. And he plays Zerg. He knows Zerg amazingly well, far better than I do. And he's, wow, that's a lot of uhs. I need to stop that. HD, yes, HD was saying greedy at times is a term that he uses, and one of those is to say that you'll start off with a greedy Zerg who builds a lot of drones early on so that they make sure even when they start losing drones to a spawning pool or a hatchery, their income is still very, very high because of the number of drones they already have. Jinro going barracks into factory even before any form of an add-on. And it's very interesting. Oh, bunker play going down. Now this is interesting. It's a bunker play, but it's not a 2-rack, so it's going to be cancelled. Jinro already knows he's not going to be doing anything. Maybe he's trying to force a lot of Zerglings out of Idra, but he's actually going to end up losing the SCV. And only 4 Zerglings are coming out, which is very, very standard. Another Marine hutting it down. Join his 2 buddies, and his 2 buddies are like, dude, you don't want to go there? And he's like, nah, I want to go. No, wait. Zerglings. Oh, no, hell with this. I'm out of here. Moving his little Marine legs fast as he can. Fortunately, Zergling legs move much, much faster than Marine legs. He might get taken out. Dying valiantly, trying to kill a single Zergling and not even getting that. So a little bit of early pressure now coming around back to Jinro, because he went for a 2-racks, but not 2-racks. And Idra pulling back his 3 Zerglings, saying, you know, I'll just leave 1 to go scout ahead. And he didn't see much of anything, I'd wager. He saw a barracks. Well, that's what he saw at the beginning. He's got 1 parked here at the Zonaga Tower. And he knows certainly Hellions are on the field, but again, this is all very, very standard play. Blue Flame on the way, surprise, surprise. So a Spinecrawler comes up in defense, and the Queen is along the other end. The Hellions might be able to slip by here, although the Zerglings would slow them down. They could get some roasty toasty shots here on the drones, or at least knock out some Zerglings and weaken the army. Oh, just in range of the Spinecrawler. Fantastic shot, drawing him in by Idra. Still not going to be losing much of anything. Now this is the version of Terminus where you can get another. Oh, roasting 3 Zerglings right out. Both these Hellions are weak. They're going to have to slip by. 1 will get taken out. The other will make it on the way back to tell the story of his friend. come back and raise a toast with this guy here. Orbital is finishing up. And an evolution chamber going down. I wouldn't be surprised to see a couple of spore crawlers follow up with this close air position. Well, not really close air, but with non-cross positions. With Idra in the bottom center and Jinro in the center left. I could definitely see some Banshee play being used, or at least suspected. Oh, bringing up the supply depot just in time to hide any possible attack, which is just going to be the additional barracks. We do have siege tanks being produced this game. I am much a fan of. Siege tanks are exceptionally powerful. Just launching their artillery shells and killing 8 Zerglings with a shot because they're so OP. It's not really 8. Blue Flame has finished and now revealed. Siege Tech is on the way, as is Combat Shields. I don't believe his Marines have even STEM. So his infantry upgrades maybe a little bit late at time. Yes, a little bit late at time for Jinro. And where'd that Spine Crawler? Oh, the Spine Crawler moved back closer to the mineral line. As Jinro is about to find out, but he still gets a drone kill. And at minimal cost, he'll lose a little bit of money to repairs, but otherwise he's good. There are too many Zerglings at this point to try a run by. A surround would be imminent and easy to pull. And this is an interesting choice. Now, going for this watchtower instead, Idra's probably not going to look to it. But look, he can still see most of what comes out of Idra's base. I mean, if something slipped around real low here, then that would be a problem. But it's probably not going to be. If you can get this creep to him real quick before it gets cancelled. Oh, just got cancelled. Great call by Idra. The Queen will get... No, she didn't get the energy refunded. Oh, that's interesting. So even if it's cancelled, that only works for creep tumors coming from fellow creep tumors. Now, we do have Siege Tech finished. We do have STEM just starting. This doesn't look like it's really a timing push. But it's certainly going to be a powerful one. It's going to be a 2-tank set of Marines, 3 tanks. And the Hellions are here going to really help with the Zerglings. Problem is going to be that 7-ish mutalisks have all just spawned, and this is a nice position on Idra's Spinecrawler. And these mutalisks are going to be crucial. If they can take out the tanks, then we're going to have Idra in a commanding position. He can easily have his Zerglings come in without fear of the tanks. And the mutalisks trying to pick off any reinforcements here, which is a great idea. Unfortunately, I think that he's going to lose a few too many. He doesn't have that flock, that monstrous swarm that he had before. Meanwhile, the tank's setting up a perfect contain. A bunker going down in addition to missile turret. Usually we would just see the missile turrets. But this is good. Using the mutalisks to harass and cut off the supply lines of his opponent. Clicking on the automatron figure and following the mutalisks makes all the sense to work. And this is what he needs to try to do, is to kill these tanks while the Marines are split away. But unfortunately, he's throwing them away into the Marines. He loses 1, 2 mutalisks. And the Hellions are moving in. So many drones have been roasted. All the other ones pulled. Siege tanks are continuing. Spinecrawler position here is great, but a scan up top is going to let the siege tanks shell into it. And one did get taken out by all the mutalisks that we have here. We've got 10 on the field. This bunker has been loaded up, though, and that's going to provide some very, very strong anti-air. A lot of people don't know you can't stem while people are in a bunker. Stem is about to finish up. And as the worker set here is going back, we do see that Idra is actually down on harvesters to Jinro. His income is going to suffer as a result. 7 workers have been killed thus far by Jinro. More are going to be on the way. There's 8, almost 9. And the siege tank going to be crushing Zerglings. This is just the back and forth that becomes ZVT at this point. Unfortunately, these snipe out a tank, but you lose 2 mutalisks in the process. It just is not going to work for Idra. What he really, really, really needs to get, I think, would be Banelings to be able to roll onto this creep and take out about 12 Marines at a time. And then his mutalisks could come in and just finish up. More bunkers going down, reinforcing. I would even put these bunkers on a control group just to be able to stem them. And even more workers being killed. trying to snipe out the queen here, which would be a pretty big shot, and she is taken out. More workers are gone. Mutalisks are in the back here, and Banelings did finally finish. I don't know. Speed is not finished. We've only got 5 on the field. Zerglings are running forward to try to take hits. These Banelings need to go for the Marines all around and about. Mutalisks need to go for the tanks. They've got each other crisscrossed. The Mutalisks are going for the Marines. The Banelings were going for the tanks. Idra says GG and leaves the game right away after saying that, knowing that he had just been contained too hard. He even had his third down ready to start mining, but just too much harassment right at his front door. This ties up the best of 3 series to 1-1, and we are going to be moving into Game 3 to determine the winner. I will see you guys then.